Mic test, mic test.
Hello and good morning to each and every one of us, to our CFC family, and welcome to our CFC Snippets. So, thank you for those who are watching us live via Facebook and YouTube, and we hope that you had a wonderful time attending our online services this morning. And we hope that you've learned a lot from the message today that was delivered to us by Reverend Jasper Lee Rosalita, entitled, "We Believe We Can Give." So here with me is Pastor Jasper. Hello and good morning, Pastor.
Good morning, Ada.
So thank you for your message this morning. It was really beautiful and it was really inspiring. And so for today, this is our guide for our care group discussion. So let's begin with our first question. In what way can a person know their talents or spiritual gifts?
There are many ways for us to know our talents. First is that there are some tests that would lead us to understand that these are the talents that we have. So there are some materials that we can use so that we will know where we are inclined when it comes to the ministry. But aside from that, there is also another way for us to know whether we have the gift or not, and that is through affirmation. And the one who will be affirming our gift will be the people around us. Basically, the church. And the church has the responsibility to affirm the calling and the talent of our members. So when they would tell you that, "Uy, ang galing mong kumanta," or "ang galing mong sumayaw," these are all words of affirmation that you have the gift. And we must listen to that because God would also use people to not only encourage us, but also to tell us that we have those gifts and we must use them for the glory of God.
Amen. Thank you, Pastor. And for our second and last question, how can we overcome the fears that hinders us from serving?
We have mentioned the fears, like the fear of self-love, the fear of self-pity, and so on and so forth. These are the fears that limits us from actually doing the call of the Lord. So how are we going to overcome that? That is, first of all, we must pray. We must pray knowing that this is a spiritual battle. This fear has been inflicted in our lives by the situation or circumstances that surround us, by the people sometimes who knew us, telling us that we cannot do it. So this fear has been created over time. It cannot be overcome immediately. But by prayer, we can overcome those fears. And another thing is that we need to have the constant assurance that all of these fears are intended to stop us from using those gifts and talents for the Lord, which the Lord Himself has blessed us with. So the more we are afraid, the more we withhold the blessing. So remember that when you use your talent, God is using you to bless you and also to bless others. So one way of overcoming fear is always to remember that this is God's gift to you, and that gift must be shared. And the more we share, the more we experience joy in our hearts, leaving fear outside of our calling and enjoying it with the Lord's people.
Amen. Thank you. So once again, thank you, Pastor, for the message and also for answering all those questions. So for some of our announcement, for those who cannot attend our morning services, we have the 4 p.m. afternoon service, and this will not be aired live, but it will be on site. And second is, if you don't have any care group, don't hesitate to approach our pastors or our church staff so that we can lead you to the right care group. And of course, if you have any counseling needs, don't hesitate to message us through our Facebook or approach any of our pastors so that we are willing to listen to you. And of course, we still have our on-site Power Connect every Tuesday, that's 6 p.m. And also online Power Connect every Thursday, 8 p.m. via Zoom. So that is for today. Thank you for joining us this morning. See you again next week, and God bless us all.